Hello, 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 and welcome to this week's episode of I Felt That. Hey, y'all, it's your girl Tara Nashay. I'm back. Happy New Year. I ain't seen y'all, I ain't heard from y'all nothing. Like, what's up? Where y'all been? No, I'm just kidding, guys. I know it's been a while. It's been about a month. Come to think about it. We had the holiday season, and that in life that's going on. It's just so much that goes on in everyday life that we don't expect. So I apologize sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Going forward, I'm going to be on it. You know what I mean? So we are here, guys. It is episode 6 of I Felt That. And I'm here to reflect on the latest, well, not the latest, well, some of the latest too. But mainly, I'm here to reflect on the best pop and R&B music from the 90s and the 2000s. So, today, y'all, I am here and I have a female artist, I have a male artist, I have a group artist, and I have a new artist that I'm going to reflect on. So, I'm going to pick out some of my favorite music, some of my favorite songs, sharing with y'all, and let y'all know exactly why I felt that. So, without further ado, let's get this started. Let's go. I felt that. Okay, y'all, so the first artist that I'm going to reflect on is going to be our group artist. And today it is a male group artist by the name of Boyz II Men. Everybody who's anybody knows Boyz II Men. Boyz II Men came out in 1998, and they're from Philadelphia, and they originally went by the name of Unique Attraction. Unique Attraction. Boyz II Men sound a little better and a little more catchier than Unique Attraction to me. But who am I to say? So the members consisted of Nathan, Sean, Wanye, and Michael. And Michael left in 2003 due to a medical condition. So now the group consists of just those 3 members. I tell y'all that this group was popping back in the 90s. I was one. They actually came out in 1998. I was one. And when I tell you, when it comes to a group harmonizing, I don't think any male group harmonized better than Boyz II Men. It just didn't really get any better than that. They had Michael that went down to the basement. I mean, I don't know anybody with a voice deeper than Michael's voice that can actually hold a note. How can you sing that deep and that low and still hold a note? I don't know. But anyways, I had a hard time deciding on what song I wanted to bring. I was stuck between End of the Road and the one that I picked, which was On Bended Knee. They're both 2 classics, and man, it was tough. They had a number of hits. End of the Road, On Bended Knee, I'll Make Love to You. They won 4 Grammys. They had international success, so they weren't just popping in the United States, like they was popping everywhere. And so there is a specific part of the song on Bended Knee. Let me go back because it came off of the album called 2 in 1994. And there's a specific part of the song when he said, so many nights that I dream of you, holding my pillow tight, and I know that I don't need to be alone. And I open up my eyes and face reality. Every moment without you, it feels like eternity. I'm begging you, come back to me. But y'all know I am not Boyz II Men, okay? I'm not Boyz II Men, and I never will be Boyz II Men. But all I'm saying is I felt that. Went through a bad breakup. It seems like every single thing that happens or you go through something, you see something that you hear reminds you of that person. And it's just like you cannot help but to be reminded of them. And, when you miss and you love someone, that's the only thing that's on your mind is them. You can't get them off your mind, and, it's just like you you're just waiting on that moment for you guys to be together again. You're hopeful that, you know, you get that opportunity to share with them again. And sometimes that just ain't what it is. You know what I mean? And that man said, look, I'm on bended knees. I'm down on my knees right now. What do I have to do to make this right? I don't want to lose you. You know, I need you here. And I felt that. If you want your woman, go get her, you know? So the next artist that I'm reflecting on is our female artist. And she goes by the name of Monica. She is no stranger to music. She's been out since 1993. She's from College Park, Georgia. And she has been around since before I can, like, I don't know. All I know is when I came to love music, Monica was already in the music industry. One of her biggest rivals was Brandy back in the day. I love both of them personally. I wouldn't be able to pick a favorite because, you know, I've always been a fan of both. But yes, she was young, she was sassy, and she had one of the strongest voices to be such a young woman. You know what I mean? And, you know, it was just hard not to like Monica because she had her own little style and it, you know, it just went with her personality. She used to be with Rocco, the rapper. But back in the day, she was with C Murder. And rumor has it, she been holding him down ever since he's been locked up. You know what I mean? So that ain't my business, but hey, about to ride or die. You know what I mean? So the song that I'm reflecting on came off of the album in 1995 called Miss Thang. And there are a number of good songs on the album, but the song that I'm reflecting on is called Why I Love You So Much. And this was one of her classic hits along with Before You Walk Out of My Life. There's a part of the song that I felt the most, and that part was when she said, now you say that you're down. Oh, you said you won't play around. Oh, no, not with my heart. And when your boys come around, no, you're not disrespecting me. You're not trying to be Mr. Wannabe Heart. You let them know that I'm yours. Yes, you do. That right there, I felt that. I felt that because, listen, a lot of people say they're going to be down for you or say they're going to be around and they ain't. Seriously, a lot of people claim and they're going to tell you what they're going to do and tell you how they're going to ride for you and be there by your side and through ups and downs. And you look up, one little altercation happened and they gone. And it's like, well, what happened to that loyalty? What happened to you wanting to ride? And what happened to you, you know, saying that you was in it with me on this? So, you know, or they get around their friends and they act like they ain't in love or they don't know what love is. And it's like, listen, that ain't what this is. She said it in the song. She said, you let them know that I'm yours by holding me. And it lets them know that I'm yours for sure. Like, you got to claim me. You got to claim me. You got to treat me right. You got to let me know that you down for whatever. Through whatever. You feel me? So I felt that. That's all I'm saying. That's a good reason to love somebody, Monica. She said, why I love you so much. If you go back and listen to the song, matter of fact, you can listen to it in one of my other videos. Yeah, good reason to love somebody. Okay, y'all, so we have got down to the third artist today, and we are going to our male artist for this episode, which is Mr. none other than the Brian McKnight. Mr. Brian McKnight was discovered in 1988. He's from Buffalo, New York. And this dude has one of the strongest falsettos, belting range that you will ever hear. He's one of the most stand-up guys that I have ever seen in the music industry. You ever heard about him being in the tabloids or doing anything scandalous or being involved in any type of anything? I'm just saying, a real stand-up guy. This man has won 16 Grammys, okay? 16 Grammys. That says a lot right there. He's a singer, songwriter, actor, producer, and he's just great. You know, when they say tall, dark, and handsome, he fits that description. Just tall, dark, handsome, smooth skin, smooth voice. It's just so refreshing, and it's just everything to me. So the song that I'm reflecting on, and it was very hard for me to decide what song of his that I wanted to do because he has a number of good songs. The song that I decided to go with was The Only One for Me. And that came off of his album Anytime in 1997. And there was a part of the song when he had said, the beginning, the part when he said, say I seen too many things that turned out to be too good to be true. Against your bad judgment, open up your heart. We're gonna be together or apart. Oh, but the only way that I know how to come is right straight from my heart. I need you now. I'll show you how I can be the man you need me to be. Woo! I don't know. I felt it. That's all I can say is I felt it. And if you have a heart, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? And listen, I felt that because once you've lived enough, you know that most of the time if it seems too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. So you're reluctant to certain things and to open up to certain people about certain things. And, you know, but this song right here is letting you know. You don't have to worry about anything. You know what I mean? You're the only one for me. And la 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 la. Oh. That's all we need to know. Just that reassurance, confirmation, that's it. Oh, we've come down to the last artist for this week's episode of I Felt That. And I'm finna start getting emotional, but I ain't gonna let it show until after I finish up with our new artist for this week. So the new artist that I'm reflecting on is named Kiana Lede. Kiana Lede is from Phoenix, Arizona. She's 24 years old. And she is an actress as well. She was on the Netflix series called All About the Benjamins. And she was also on an MTV show called Scream years ago. But she's being recognized now for her music, which is she's very talented. Very, very talented artist. The song that I'm reflecting on came off of her album in 2018 called Selfless. She's very, very talented young lady. And the song that I'm reflecting on, X, came out, and I played it over and over and over and over again. Of course, until I learned the words. And there's a certain part of the song, and it's actually the chorus part, where she said, I don't want to be your ex. We're way too good at being friends. Can we still hang out on the low, get wild? I don't wanna be a hit your girl up with a text. When you're alone and feeling stressed, ooh, I ain't gotta be in love with you to love you. Listen, all I'm saying is I felt that. You know what I mean? And to me, she's just letting you know, look, I don't know what reason, you know, they are not together, but she's wanting to reconsider things from what it sounds like. It's kind of giving desperate vibes, really. But we've all been there. You know what I mean? We've all been there when you realize you lost something that you really didn't want to lose. And maybe at the time, you know, there were so many different emotions and stuff going on to where you was just feeling like you didn't want to be with them. But, you know, as time goes on, it's like, man, I don't want to be your ex. You know, listen, she trying to catch the man when he down and out. Hit your girl up with a text. When you're alone and feeling stressed, try to get him at his lowest to try to get him to come back in. That's not right, what's his name? Kiana. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try to catch that man when he having a weak moment. Try to reel him back in and go on back over, get him over to his house and you know the rest. But yeah, so I felt that because it's like, sometimes you have a hard time accepting reality once you realize what it really is. Like, oh man, is this what this is? Is this where we at right now? So there ain't no going back. There ain't no me and you. Hold on, I don't want to be ex. Like, let's make this work. What we gotta, you want to be my ex? Okay. Sometimes that's just what it is, and sometimes that's what's best to be your ex. Anyway, y'all, I'm so sorry to have to bring y'all the news that I'm having to bring y'all, but it is the end of episode 6 of I Felt That, and I'm sad about it. I really am. But the good thing about it is I will be back next week. I'm going to have a special guest here with me next week that's going to bring their favorite music. We're going to reflect on it. And we're going to let y'all know exactly why we felt that. So that's what we're here for, is to bring you guys the old music that'll boggle your memory, to take you back then when you can remember when it came out, what you was doing, who you were with, you know what I mean, what you was wearing. That's what I appreciate about the old music. I really do. That and the fact that they're singing about stuff that actually makes you feel good. You know what I mean? So don't forget, now you have the opportunity to listen to the full version of the songs that I reflected on today on this episode. So all you have to do is click on the link down in the description box. There's 4 different links for each song that I reflected on. Click on it and you can listen to the full version of that song, and it's going to be me vibing to that music. So let me know what you feel or how you feel about that. I thought that would bring some more, spice to it. It would shorten up the episode for I Felt That, but also give you guys more to listen to. So I hope you like it. Like the video, subscribe, tune in next week, share the video. I look forward to meeting you guys here again for episode 7. My special guest will be here. And guess what, y'all? I felt that.